to DHR Founder Studio. So we're going to be talking about a topic that everybody is talking about on Twitter, and it has everything to do with the rapper named Lil Boosie. So y'all know Boosie is known for his iconic songs. People from the LGBT community recently that are having mixed reactions as usual, because when a straight person doesn't want to do anything for the community, y'all take offense to anything. That's just like when Simon Bennett said that he wasn't a fan of Sentai Power, when just y'all got big, mad, and offended over what he said, as if his comments made you uncomfortable and upset because he didn't like what was happening on the show. He loves both Sentai and Power Rangers, but it's just certain things that he doesn't like about it, and y'all get real iffy about it. With Lil Boosie, you know, when he was offered a big deal to perform in the LGBTQ event, and he said no. Maybe there's a good reason for it. So don't get mad when a straight person doesn't want to do nothing for y'all. I mean, why not get someone who is a famous singer like Sam, Lil Nas X? He's gay, so why not get him to perform for y'all instead of getting mad at a straight rapper for not performing y'all? I mean, not performing for y'all, excuse me, but still. I just find it, weird that anytime when there's a topic about the LGBTQ, coming from a straight person that has his opinions, even though he has no problem with it, no problem with gay people, and as soon as he says the truth, y'all just take things a little bit too seriously. And I've seen some weird comments on Facebook too, saying that if he had a good head, it'll probably change his mind. No, you only saying it because you want him to be just like you. So that's not gonna happen. It's just so weird sometimes, and we live in this day and age nowadays when a person that spreads the truth, he gets hate. But with a person that embraces and accepts everything, it's justifiable. How do you make it make sense? So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this article right now. American rapper Boosie Badass, better known as Boosie, recently took down an offer worth $250,000 as he was unwilling to perform at the event for the LGBTQ community. Following the development, Boosie appeared in an interview with the podcast explaining why he did what he did. So this is what he says. I've been offered $250,000 to go perform at an LGBTQ community event. Big money. I told them I have nothing against it all, but that's not what I push, and that's not what I believe. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with what he says. If it's something that he's not into, if that's not what he believes in, then he has every right to not perform at an event that he doesn't believe in. In terms of the LGBTQ community, and like I said, you know me, I don't have no problem with gay people. I got some friends that are gay, but you don't see me, offending them of giving my point of view. But I just think that some of y'all agree with what he's saying, and some of you take big offense of his comments, as if him not performing in an event with LGBTQ people, that makes him a homophobic. So him saying no makes him homophobe. Make it make sense. But at the same time, this comment alone is what I completely understand why he doesn't want us to, he doesn't want to, perform for y'all. And like I said, why not get Lil Nas X or Sam? Those are gay artists. Why not get them to perform for y'all instead of having a straight man to do it? I mean, when it comes to Drake, he'll probably do it. I mean, considering that he's wearing pink fingernails and all of that, but I don't know, man. It's just weird how the music industry has turned every man and it's taking their masculinity away from them. That's just how I feel, though. Rapper artist Lil Boosie recently shot down an offer to perform at an LGBTQ event despite being offered $250,000. Later, during an appearance on a podcast, the youngest of the camp singer explained that he turned down the offer as he does not share LGBT beliefs. So basically he's saying that he doesn't believe in that stuff, even though I think his daughter is gay. I don't know if that's what I heard somebody say though, but that doesn't mean that he should believe it. That doesn't mean that he should follow along with it, because that's not how he does. That's not how he do. But at the end of the day, this is what he chose not to do, and you can't get mad at him for it. So it really doesn't make any sense as to why people all of a sudden get big mad over a straight man for not doing anything for him. If it's something that he chooses not to do, why bother getting mad at it? I don't understand it. You got some people like here that understands his reasonings. You know, if it's something that he chooses not to do, so be it. But there are others that are calling themselves try to insult the rapper just because he wouldn't do anything for the community. I'm not real for money in that case. I would just sell my soul for anything. I've been offered $250,000 to go perform at an LGBTQ community event. Big money. I told them I have nothing against it all. But that's not what I push, and that's not what I believe in. A lot of people get that misunderstood because they act like I hate them. Boosie continued. No, my assistant is gay. This man deals with millions of dollars for me. I trust gay people more than regular people. Okay, so this part where he's basically was trying to say in this part also is that he has some gay people in his life, but that doesn't mean that he hates the entire LGBT community. That doesn't mean that he hates them. You know, and I think what I've said and what he also said is that a lot of people be misunderstood everything he says all the time, because when he comments about stuff, everybody takes offense over small things. You know what I'm saying? The part where he says that his assistant is gay, that doesn't mean that he hates them. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in our family was, listen, some of our family members are gay. That doesn't mean that we don't love them. We love them because they family. If they have different beliefs and views on things, then that's them. But we're not gonna hate them for it. The same thing that y'all try to do with little Boosie. Or Boosie Badass. You know what I'm saying? But I sometimes think that certain parts of the LGBTQ community go a little bit too far. You know, you've seen what happened with Pride Month, of how they took it to the extreme of having these kids out there doing God knows what. And it's not being talked about, but some of the media brought it up, but they refused to work on some things and continue to change some things about the community. But at the end of the day, man, I just felt like everybody just needs to stop taking offense over anything that this person and that person says when it comes to speaking the truth, nothing but the truth. It's just the truth. It's what he believes in, and it's his opinion. So, I don't know. At the same time, he insisted that he is not homophobic. That's what I said before. As his tour and assistant manager is openly gay, as he stated in his previous interviews. He also said during the podcast, companies don't want to mess with me for the things I speak about. It's a lot of losers and it's a lot of gains also. But I'm not being real for money in that case. He made similar comments during a June 2023 interview with Martha Hoffa on the latest the latest podcast. He said that he is often misunderstood regarding his LGBT related remarks, and most of them are taken out of context. Boom! That is exactly what I'm talking about right there. That is exactly what I'm talking about right there. No matter what you say, people will take anything out of context, especially when you tell the truth. They get big mad and they expect everybody to be on their level. They expect everybody to be just like them. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in reality. They want to be in this fantasy land as if what they believe in is real. Even feminists be on that crap sometimes. That's exactly what I've been saying all the time. It's so frustrating nowadays when you tell people the truth about certain peoples and certain communities and all of that. They get big mad about this stuff. It is so wild that a person that is just saying what we've been saying all the time. It's crazy. Drama alert, oh Lord. I think I know the person that is like talking about this is going to be Kingstar because I know him. He further stated how his manager understood him and he knew he had no ill will towards the... Finally, somebody that gets it. Somebody within the gay community finally gets what Boosie is saying. His butler is gay and even he understood where Boosie is coming from. That doesn't mean that he hates them. That doesn't mean that he despises the gay people. He just don't want to perform for them because he has different beliefs, what he believes in. That's not what he pushed. That's not what his music is pushing. If you want somebody to do that, why not invite a gay artist that is openly gay, not somebody who is straight that is going to do it for them? That's all he's trying to say. That's all he's trying to tell people. But no, people take offense to anything he says. I don't get it. This time Boosie got involved in such a controversy earlier in 2021. Boosie allegedly called rapper Lil Nas X a homophobic slur and reportedly asked him to commit suicide as per Hot News Hip Hop. This happened right after Lil Nas X kissed a man on stage at that year's BET Awards. The former Young Thug's rapper was also engaged in a feud in February 2020 with actress Gabrielle Union, as she and her husband, formerly NBA star Dwayne Wade, openly stood by their trans daughter's side, who was transitioning. I sometimes think that, yes, he was wrong for what happened like 2 years ago. Calling somebody a homophobe, that was kind of extreme though, but at least he took accountability for it though. Sometimes I just think that community just need to slow down sometimes though. Here in May, he came under fire for standing in a now deleted Instagram video how he allegedly paid female prostitutes to perform oral sex on his teenage... Oh yeah. I remember this. Yeah, that is kind of crazy though that he went that far to do that. Like he knew better. And I'm not saying that what he's saying is right or what he did was wrong, especially that part. But at the same time, he's not perfect either. I'm not saying that he's in the right for doing anything, because as a father, you should know better than that, to having strippers performing oral sex on their kids. Like, you cannot do that as a dad. Straight up. Interesting article because, like I said, Lil Boosie is not the perfect dad. No, he's a perfect human being. But you gotta understand where he's coming from. He doesn't want to perform an event for LGBTQ people. And yet you got some people in his life that are gay and they even understood what he's trying to say and what they even understood where he's coming from. But still, that doesn't mean that he hates them. He doesn't like the LGBT community people. He has no problems with it. And you heard what his butler said, his assistant said, that he wishes no ill will towards the man because he doesn't want to perform at an event with LGBTQ people. I just wish that the majority of people can understand his reasonings instead of overreacting. Why not just understand where he's coming from? It is not that hard. It's not that hard to comprehend what he's saying. So, link to the article will be down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all.